You wake up, and something feels wrong. Not in a loud way, not in a way that scares you immediately, but in a quiet, almost invisible way, like something is missing, but you can't explain what. The room looks the same. The light hits the walls the same way. Your phone is right where you left. Everything feels normal. And yet, it isn't, because it's too quiet, not peaceful quiet, empty. Quiet. The kind of silence that doesn't belong in a world like this. You check your phone. No signal. No messages. No notifications. Nothing updated. It's like time stopped for everyone except you. And for a second, your brain tries to ignore it. Because the truth is too strange. Too unrealistic. Too impossible. But then you look around again. And this time, you really notice it. The world didn't just go quiet. The world is empty. There's no one in the world. You step outside slowly, expecting to hear something, a car, a voice, a door closing somewhere, but there's nothing. The street is frozen. Cars are parked like they were abandoned mid-thought. Windows are open, curtains move slightly in the wind, but no one is behind them. You call out, just to test it. Hello. Your voice sounds wrong, not because of how it echoes, but because it does and single quotas. It just disappears. Like the world has nothing to respond with anymore. And that's when your brain starts doing something strange. It starts searching for explanations. Maybe it's a power outage. Maybe everyone evacuated. Maybe this is some kind of emergency. But deep down, you already know this isn't normal. And whatever happened, it didn't happen slowly. You start moving faster. Not running, but close, because standing still feels worse. You check houses. Doors unlocked. Kitchens half-used. Coffee cups still on tables. Phones left behind. Everything looks like people were just here seconds ago, but they're not. You go into a store. Lights still on. Music still playing, but no cashier. No customers. No sound of life. Just you walking through a world that forgot its people. And that's when the thought appears. Quiet. But sharp. What if it's not just this place? What if there is no one left? Your mind refuses to accept it. Because if it's true, then everything changes. So you fight it. You tell yourself, someone has to be out there. This doesn't make sense. This can't be happening. You grab keys. Get into a car. Start driving. Fast. Then faster. Through empty streets. Through empty highways. You expect traffic. Noise. Movement. But there's nothing. Just long roads, stretching into silence. And the further you go, the more that hope fades. Because if someone was out there, you would have seen them by now. And then, something unexpected happens. You stop, step out of the car. Look around. And for a brief moment, it feels freeing. No expectations. No pressure. No deadlines. No one watching you. No one judging you. The entire world is yours. You can go anywhere, take anything. Do anything. And nothing will stop you. It feels like control, like power, like you've escaped something you didn't even realize was holding you. But here's the truth. Freedom only feels valuable when it's shared with something, because without other people, freedom slowly turns into something else. Days pass, maybe more. You stop checking the time, because time doesn't feel real anymore. There's no structure. No rhythm. No reason to wake up early or sleep late. Everything becomes optional. And at first, that feels good, but slowly, it starts to feel empty, because meaning doesn't come from doing anything you want. It comes from doing something that matters. And in a world with no people, nothing really matters, not in the way it used to. You start talking to yourself. Not as a joke, not out of boredom, but because silence becomes too heavy. You leave the TV on. Not to watch it, but to simulate life. To pretend you're not alone. Because the human brain isn't designed for isolation. It's designed for connection. Every memory you have involves someone else. Every goal you had was connected to someone else. Every version of yourself existed in relation to someone else. And without that, you start losing your reference point. You stop knowing who you are because there's no one left to reflect it back to you. And then something changes, not outside, inside you, because at the beginning you were afraid of what happened. But now you're afraid of something else. The silence itself, the way it stretches, the way it follows you everywhere you go. At first, silence felt empty. Now it starts to feel alive, not because something is there, but because your mind refuses to accept that nothing is. You start noticing things, small things, a shadow that feels too long, a reflection that looks slightly off, a sound that shouldn't exist, but disappears the moment you focus on it. And the worst part is, you don't know if it's real, or if it's just you. Because when there's no one left, there's no one to confirm reality. No one to say, yeah, I see it too. So your brain starts doing what it's built to do. It fills the gaps. It creates patterns. It searches for meaning where there is none. And slowly, your thoughts stop being just thoughts. They start feeling like something else. Like something watching, something waiting. Not in the world, but inside your head. Because when reality goes silent, your mind gets louder. And not all thoughts are meant to be heard. That clearly, that constantly, that deeply. And that's when you realize the scariest part is it being alone in the world. It's being alone with your own mind. At some point, you stop searching, not because you're so there's no one left, but because hope becomes exhausting. Every empty street, every silent building. It slowly drains something out of you. Not your energy. Something deeper. Your expectation that things should be different. So you let go. Not all at once, but piece by piece. You stop calling out. You stop checking every corner. You stop listen for footsteps that never come. And instead, you start adjusting. You build routines, simple ones. Wake up, walk, eat, sit in silence, sleep. Not because you want to, but because without structure, time becomes meaningless. And without meaning, the mind begins to drift. You start doing things just to feel something. Just to remind yourself that you're still here, still human. Because without other people, there's no reaction. No proof that what you do matters. And that changes you almost invisibly. You become calmer. Slower. Because a part of being human comes from being seen. And in a world where no one is watching, you start fading in a different way. Not physically, but internally. Until one day, you don't ask why anymore. You just exist. In whatever this world has become. So, what would you do in a world where everything exists except people? Would you explore it? Would you try to rebuild something? Would you search for answers? Or would you slowly lose yourself in it? Because maybe the scariest part is the silence. It's what silence does to you over time. Quietly. Slowly. Until one day you realize something terrifying. You're not just alone in the world. You've become a person one no longer remembers what it felt like to not be alone.